EA Sports.
Justin Tucker set to boom this one away. And we are underway from Cincinnati. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Here come the Bengals, and CD, of course, it's Joe Burrow out of LSU at quarterback.
Hey, we all love a good story, and what we like even more, guys who can fight through adversity. Joe Burrow coming out of high school, goes to Ohio State, doesn't get a chance to start, transfers to LSU, not thought to be a top prospect, ends up the #1 pick in the draft, and justifies it. Tremendous play, excellent mobility, and leadership off the charts.
And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. Burrow looking to pass. That one taken in by T. Higgins. They'll give him 4 yards there, and that will bring up second down. Burrow will throw. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete.
Perfect example of the kind of attitude you have to play defensive back in the NFL. You want to be the only defender around, and you want them to challenge you. And on that play, he came through.
So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he's 21 yards there on 3rd down. Heck of a start for him here, Charles, on this opening drive, and they're doing it all through the air. That's 4 snaps and 4 passes so far.
And I do think that there's an argument, Brandon, to maybe mix in a running play or two, but the way that these offenses are constructed, you can get that done with swing passes and checkdowns. The way they're throwing it, I keep pressing it downfield.
And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 13 yards as they've got the connection working. His second catch in a row, 1st down. Here's the first carry of the game for Zach Moss. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. Now Burrow. And this is caught at the 8. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. 4 catches now on this drive alone. They can't stop him. It's another 1st down.
A lot of precision being shown on this opening drive. They've been methodical. They've been crisp. And as a reward, they're going to be set up with an early 1st and goal.
Burrow. He's got it. Touchdown, Bengals. Trenton Irwin from a yard out. And the Bengals will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. Well, that's just how they drew it up, CD. His first read was there, got it to him quickly, and into the end zone.
Absolutely excellent execution by all involved. And the coordinator, got to give him credit, found the perfect play call. Quarterback let it fly as soon as the target came free, and his guy made a nice catch. Just how you draw it up in practice and then execute it in the game.
And out a little across the 25 to the 27. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 27. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Escaping the pressure right. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down. Well, you know, paramount for this defense is trying to keep Lamar Jackson somewhat contained when he tries to run. They did a pretty good job of it there.
And you know it's so difficult for every defense that has to prepare for Lamar Jackson? You have to think and play at the same time. And I know that sounds fast. You've got to be prepared for this guy every step of the way and then try and match his athleticism.
They'll try to run for the first with Henry. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. That's good for 9 yards as they convert on the third down play. A solid run by Derrick Henry, and here's another 1st and 10. And now here's a carry heading left. And he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards, 2nd down.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
Jackson now off the bootleg, eluding the pressure right. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the 1st down. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs.
This early in the game, it's all about making steady progress downfield, hoping to lead to early points. And you can do it with your actual play calls or sometimes something a little more improvised, as we just saw there.
And a tackle there by Jermaine Pratt.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Counting down toward the midway point in quarter 1. Jackson from the shotgun. And he'll be taken down by the Bengal pressure. Trey Hendrickson showing off his pass rush repertoire that time. Well, we've seen how this quarterback can beat you with his legs. Saw it earlier on this drive, as a matter of fact. But that time, they had him covered.
They really gave him no place to escape because oftentimes they're able to find a crack, a sliver, anything that can get them upfield. On that occasion, nothing open at all, and they swarmed him.
On 3rd down, Jackson. That's complete. It's Rashad Bateman. And boy, he is very close to a 1st down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. Interesting decision here. Opening drive, Charles, 4th and short. You're in field goal range. We'll see what they do.
I just shake a fist at my offense and say, go get it, guys, because if you can't pick up 4th and short here, we're probably in trouble the rest of the game. Show some confidence, show some aggressiveness. Let's go pick it up.
They'll run for it with Henry. And he's able to pick up the first before he's taken down at the 27. 4th and inches in plus territory. That seemed like a prime spot to go for.
It certainly did, and there's so many things that go into it. Are you too far away for a field goal, but not far away to punt it? Do you just feel like your offense is better? I just think in today's NFL, offense feels like it has to take care of the football, has to keep the ball, because scoring is up. You better maximize every possession. You trust your offense more than you trust your defense in today's league.
From the 20, here's 2nd and 2. Again, it's Henry. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a 1st down. You were telling me this yesterday. This is exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation. We were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game, and it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the...
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Logan Wilson, the one who got in there and dropped him to the ground. Charles, a little bit of feast or famine on this drive. They moved the ball okay, but they've been sacked twice now.
And they've got to figure out how to plug that leak a little bit, right? Keep them away from the quarterback, because when he's not being hit, as you mentioned, they're moving the ball well.
On 2nd down, here's Henry. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. 42 yards rushing for him now to this point. Caught the defense off guard there a bit on 2nd and long, but now you still have to deal with 3rd and long.
Yeah, you do, but you feel pretty good about the last play, don't you? And maybe it gives you a little bit of confidence dialing up the next one, that maybe your team will believe in it when you send it in.
Now, if that, able to find a seam for 14 yards, but still now facing a 4th down after the scramble.
And that is something that we just saw there that you obviously have to be prepared for when you try to defend Lamar Jackson. That likely will not be the last time that we see him take off.
I love your language there, partner. You have to be prepared for it.
And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown.
Patrick Ricard.
A 5-yard touchdown run.
And the Ravens respond to that opening drive touchdown with one of their own.
And this time, not the running back down on the goal line. They feel they need that extra muscle. They go to the fullback, and it pays off.
And it's nice when you have a running back who can serve as a decoy, hand it to the fullback, and let him follow the big guys into the end zone.
Justin Tucker for the extra point. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7. That drive, a long one, spanning 15 plays. And it's finished off with a 5-yard touchdown run. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Cincinnati coming back onto the field here for their second drive.
So both of these teams, Charles, coming off touchdowns now, but this offense, they just had to stand on the sideline, watch their opponent author a really impressive drive to reach the end zone.
And I think you're not telling yourself the truth if you don't think there's some one-upsmanship going on right now, because they just had their touchdown answered by a drive of double-digit plays that also found the end zone. Now they want to do something even more impressive to answer that one.
Burrow's throw taken in here by Chase.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A gain there of 21 yards. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Now they show jet sweep, but instead a run up the middle here.
And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. After the loss, they'll come up 2nd and 13. Now it's Burrow.
Quick slant caught by Chase.
And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 31-yard line. He has already cracked the century mark in receiving in this opening quarter. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. (7-7) our score after one. Ready for the second quarter from Cincinnati. It's the Bengals with the football here as they've got it with a 1st and 10. They'll go up the middle here with Moss. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6.
They've created a nice sustained drive off of plays like that. A nice strong run there that keeps them advancing the ball.
So from the 26-yard line, here's a 2nd down and 4.
Here's Burrow. Throws a quick hitter on the slant. That's complete. Touchdown, Bengals.
Trenton Irwin
with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Bengals have taken the lead.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good.
And that makes the score 14-7. A drive that time of 6 plays. And it's finished off with a Cincinnati touchdown.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. On the return, Deontay Hardy. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. Baltimore set to take over here for their 2nd possession of the game. After that last score we just saw, now 14-7, so a chance to march down the field here, try to tie this football game. On the ground with Hill to begin the drive. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there.
2 yards, good enough for a first.
They go play action now. Jackson, he'll buy some time right.
And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down.
I know he was trying to get the completion downfield, but the way this game has gone, with a few of the runs he's made along the way, he should have kept the ball and taken it with his feet downfield. That's the big play that shreds the defense. Instead, he thought to himself, I'm a quarterback, I've got to throw it. He bailed out the defense with that incompletion.
They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
And that doesn't have to gain big yardage to be an impactful play, because if you get those pass rushers second-guessing themselves, that they might get hit with a screen, maybe you can wind up slowing them down just a step. And if you do that, that's a win for that play.
On 3rd down, Henry. And he's got the first down yardage as he brings this up to the 47.
51 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries.
We all love to have a home run hitter in the backfield. Guy can take it the distance. But in short yardage, trying to pick up first downs, that big guy, always a nice luxury to have, isn't he?
Throwing on first down, it's Jackson. The Bengal pressure gets him that time. Down he goes.
Logan Wilson.
That is now 2 sacks for him here in this first half.
These sacks now, they're starting to pile up, Charles. And that front 7 defensively, they've had their way with this offensive line.
And I think at this stage, we have to start thinking about different play calls. We've got to start helping this quarterback out, because the entire game he's been under siege. I don't care what the down and distance. They've got to get the ball out of his hands a lot quicker.
Jackson's throw brought in here by Bateman.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30.
Getting it to him in space pays off big time. That winds up going for 31.
When teams practice their plays during the week, they're hoping that it's going to pay off on game day. So it sure has to feel good for them when they hit them during a game, and they hit that one there for big yardage.
So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Off the draw, here's Hill. Big Sheldon Rankins there to bring him down.
Well, partner, they've been running it well the entire game, and the big guys up front, they're a huge reason why. And now they're reaping the benefits as they continue to open up big holes and gain nice yardage.
2nd down and 6 now.
Now Jackson. He's got his man. It's Andrews.
And Andrews going to have a Ravens first down as he gets this down to the 13-yard line.
Here's Jackson to throw. They set up the screen to Hill. Now the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
And good yardage there on first down, because sometimes all you need to do on the screen is get one key block. That might set your man free, and that was pretty good pursuit to the football defensively, or it could have gone for more.
From the 5, here's 2nd and 2.
Tenth carry now for Derrick Henry. And he gets him a little bit closer. He takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the first down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
They'll run it again with Henry. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough.
I don't know about you, but that almost felt like old-time football there. 3rd and 2 is not necessarily just a running down anymore. A lot of times they want to throw the ball. They went back to the roots and powered forward and got the first down.
No gain there as he kept it himself at 2nd down. Fighting for the end zone. He lost the football. It's out.
This has been a long drive. drive, you know that defense, they're craving to get off the field. They were able to force it free, but couldn't recover it.
Yeah, and on the offensive side of the ledger, they were thinking about how do we punctuate this drive with 6, right? Make it an exclamation point. Instead, you got to put a question mark next to this drive.
And this is going to be intercepted. And the Bengals are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. And the defense, Charles, they bit a little bit, but they did not break. And then on 3rd and goal there, the huge interception.
Think of the momentum they're carrying with them right now, Brandon, because in their mind, whether they want to admit it or not, they were conceding 3 points. Their goal was to keep them out of the end zone, not give up a touchdown. Instead, they give up nothing. What a big-time play and a big-time stop by them.
Line of scrimmage, the 28 now as they come up on 2nd and a couple.
Moss on the give up the middle.
And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. He'll lose a yard on the play, so now they need 3 yards on 3rd down.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. They'll try and run for this with Moss.
And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. That'll bring up 4th. They had the 8-yard gain on 1st down, but unable to do much from there.
So on 4th down, on is Brad Robbins to punt for the Bengals. Deontay Hardy back deep.
It's taken to the 26. Just a net of 34 there following a punt of 44 yards. And the Ravens, they'll take over. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field.
In a close game like this, Charles, those interceptions like they had on the last drive could be costly. But here they've got another opportunity to seize control of this game.
And they'd better take advantage of it, because otherwise, if they end up losing by 1 score, they'll relive this over and over and over until they have another opportunity to wipe it away. Now, Brandon, that's the way you want to run the football. There should almost be quote bubbles above the offense right now. Bam, boom, biff. That's how they feel good about moving the football.
On 2nd down, Jackson. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far, but on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
Jackson now.
Pass taken in by his big tight end.
And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. Now a 1st down carry. It's Hill.
It's a solid footwork there as he'll take this down to about times.
So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 38. They go play action with Jackson. And he rifles one incomplete.
Nice progress down the field, was halted by that incompletion. They could try for some safe yards here to get things moving again, or keep throwing it and pushing it downfield to try and pick up bigger yardage.
2nd and 10.
Now it's Jackson. Flush to his right. And he gets it down a yard or 2 shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for 3rd.
I did like his decision-making there to make sure they picked up something instead of forcing a throw. Now they've got more manageable play coming up to try and pick up the 1st down, and don't rule out the possibility that he just keeps it and runs again.
And oh, he's just going to be short here, barely, maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches.
And I believe they buzzed down. They're going to take another look at this play with all review.
We play to win. Let's go.
After review of the play, rules of the field reversed.
Throwing now, Jackson on first down. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29.
2nd and 11. In motion, Aguilar. Jackson. That one into the hands of Flowers. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. A chance now to get even before the break as they come up 1st and goal. Throwing is Jackson. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Lamar Jackson. An 8-yard touchdown run. And the Ravens are an extra point away from tying the ball game here in the final minute of the first half. This defense, so many things to worry about in the red zone area, but you'd have to almost think that Lamar Jackson running the football, that might be number one.
It should be number one, and in this portion of the field where things shrink a little bit because the receivers can't run past anyone because they'll run out of real estate, you should have all eyes on Lamar Jackson when the ball is snapped and try and keep him back in the pocket.
Yeah, I don't think that they were surprised he was running it there. They just couldn't stop him, and he ends up in the end zone.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
There's a look at receiver Jamar Chase as the Bengals get set to go on offense.
Making his presence felt early in this one. First half, already over the century mark.
How about the yards per completion, too? That's a pretty darn good number there. Number of catches, but a shredding defense is getting big yardage with each and every one of them.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They're passing here. Joe Burrow.
Got a man open. It's Chase.
The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime.
2nd and 5.
Now it's Burrow.
Oh, he'll let one go deep for Higgins.
And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks.
To the air again, Burrow.
He's got his target. That's complete. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped.
Great way to convert on 3rd down there. 21 yards to play. So we've hit halftime all even at 14 apiece. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, back to you, too, in just a bit. But first, welcome everyone to downtown Orlando and our EA Sports Halftime Report. We thought this one would be a close battle coming in, and we have not been disappointed. But they are all even to this point. So to see if either side can pull away, let's get you right back out to Brandon and Charles for the start of the second half.
Taken at the goal line. And he returns this to the 22. This offense ready for the first drive of the 3rd quarter. Well, quarters number 1 and 2 entertaining. We saw some good offense points put up, Charles, and all tied on the scoreboard.
And it sets us up for what could be a really fun second half because we've seen both sides score almost at will here in the first half. And now, here in the second half, getting the ball first, you've got to think, hey, we can go out and really run our offense the way we did in the first half. But if I'm a defensive player, all I'm thinking is, can I make a play to really help out my team and break this streak of offense?
Off the play fake, here's Jackson, eluding the pressure right.
On the throw, led him too much that time. It's incomplete.
Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after the last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first 2 throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on 3rd down to get their momentum going again.
Jackson. Flushed out right. And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds. Give him 8 yards that time on the scramble, and now 4th down.
He didn't like what he saw downfield, decided his best course of action was to take off and run. And that ended up being a gamble that did not pay off for him. Now they would have to gamble again if they want to keep this series going.
They'll run. It's Henry. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down. Just a gain of 3, but they'll certainly take it as they convert on 4th down. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Play action. It's Jackson. And this is going to be intercepted. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27. I saw the pressure coming at him. That just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it, and the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw. And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result.
Down he goes at the 23, a pickup of 4.
From the 23, here's 2nd and 6.
He'll look to throw.
And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground.
The turnover put him in great field position. They don't want to squander it with 3rd down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
Touchdown!
Trenton Irwin.
23 yards for the touchdown.
And the Bengals take the interception on defense and convert it into 6 points. Extra point by McPherson, up and good.
And the lead is now 21-14. Scoring summary, 3-play drive. And it ends with a Bengals score. Now a hit and a loose football. And the Bengals have recovered it.
As that ball got away from him, and he saw the opposing team recover it.
You felt his pain?
Oh, I felt his pain, and you know what was going through his head. Tuck it away. Take care of the ball. All the things he hears all week in practice. He didn't carry it over into the game.
And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure. So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They'll start the drive with Hill.
So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
Oh, and for the 3rd time, Jackson going to be intercepted. It's DJ Turner who's got it.
And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line.
Well, these defensive coaches, they sure like what they've got in this rookie corner, and with good reason, as you saw there.
He only cost him a day 2 pick, and a lot of people thought he had first-round ability. But when he was available on draft night, that was one where you didn't need the full time to make the selection. You call that pick in early, and he shows why he was so coveted with that interception there.
So he stopped for no gain, and that'll bring up 2nd down. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. That one good for 20 on the catch and run. His big game continues. Already has the 3 touchdown grabs, tacking on some more yardage and a first down.
And how precise has his route running been in this game? We just saw him get open yet again, and he's also made adjustments as the defense has tried to really stop him.
And he works his way forward to pick up 4 yards there, 2nd down.
No, that wasn't an explosive run. That wasn't one that took it all the way to the house. But, boy, for a team that's had trouble running it the entire game, that's the kind of run they need, hopefully, to get themselves kick-started.
Meanwhile, Burrow's throw caught by Higgins. And the Bengals are going to have a first and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line.
And remember, this drive started off following the turnover, and they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a first and goal.
Here's Hubbard.
And he gets halfway there from the 4 to the 2 on a gain of 2. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. They'll send one of those 2 tight ends in motion.
Moss trying to get to the goal line, but he's going to be stopped just short at the 1.
Calling a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal.
Now a run with Hubbard.
And he is in. Touchdown, Bengals. Taking it in from a yard out.
And the Bengals go up by 2 touchdowns.
Circle that drive because that might be one to remember. Well executed to give them a little cushion.
Well, let's take it into the boxing ring. You talk about them commanding it, keeping the fight where they wanted to, whether it was in the center of the ring or putting them on the ropes because it was jab, jab, jab. And finally, the haymaker to put that drive away.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And from the end zone, Deontay Hardy will bring it out. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. And Baltimore's offense set for this next possession.
They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here.
And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
Well, this has certainly turned into a showcase game for what he can do on the ground because they're just continuing to give him chances to run it, and he's earning every additional carry by putting up positive yardage on each run.
And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds.
67 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
That's caught. It's Flowers.
The Raven passing game getting in sync. Another first down.
Oh, I like that play call there. After a run for good yards, you get a defense thinking they'll go back to the well. So that's a great time to call play action and give your receivers a little extra edge. And they complete the pass there for another first down.
It'll be a gain of 5, and that'll make it 2nd down. They're going to hurry back to the line now.
On 2nd down, it's Hill.
Down right around the 25.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. To throw is Jackson. And this one incomplete. And another throw that really could have been, maybe should have been intercepted. That would have been number 4. Instead, it's 4th down.
Trying to decipher what's going on out there because I don't know if he's just getting bad reads. I don't know if the defense is confusing him. I don't know if he just has, bad info and intel before he snaps the ball. But he's made some pretty bad decisions with the football lately.
There's several bad decisions on the interceptions he's thrown in. Frankly, that should have been another pick right there. A dump off now to Hill. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. Sets him up nicely. 1st and goal. It was a pickup of 14.
And I'll tell you what, this offense is playing a little bit of keep away right now. They've come out here in the 3rd quarter, possessed the ball for quite a while, and they keep on converting. Nice pitch and catch there to set up the 1st and goal.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal.
Here's Jackson. And in for the Ravens touchdown. Isaiah Likely
from 6 yards away.
And the Ravens have got it back to within a score.
A good tight end is a heck of a weapon for any quarterback, especially when you're able to create some mismatches. Sometimes they work against a linebacker, sometimes they work against a smaller defensive back. But when they find it, they go to it, and it often results in touchdowns.
Tucker now for the extra point. He's got it, and they're back within a touchdown at 28-21. So that one a long 11-play drive.
And finishing that drive off was the touchdown grab by Isaiah Likely.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Cincinnati now ready to take the field.
Still enjoying the lead here in the third quarter despite their defense giving up that last touchdown. Now they'll see if they can get the equalizer here on this drive.
Now Burrow on first down. Now a short one to Gesicki. It'll go as a gain of 4, and that's going to bring up second down.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But their breath, settle down and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw.
He'll swing this out to Moss.
And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. They call it a loss of a yard there. And that's going to bring up a fourth down. And here's a very low-line drive, almost whiffed on it. And this one will be touchdown inside the 40-yard line.
Baltimore about ready to go on offense. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
They keep it with Henry on first down. And across midfield he goes and into Bengal territory.
Logan Wilson that time.
They're going to get a chunk of yardage.
And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. Play action. Now Jackson rolling to his right. And this will leave him behind to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
From the 31, here comes second and a yard.
Henry will get it. He's been busy today. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. And now Jackson will look to throw it. Steps away to his left. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be second down. A 20th carry down for Derrick Henry. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. That one a first down pickup of 8.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch victory.
They'll bring a tight end in motion left. Oh, and they sent the man in motion too late. This is going to be a delay.
So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit.
Now they need 15 yards on this series after the delay of game. 1st and 15. it's Jackson. Sliding out of the pocket. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be second and a couple.
Well, it certainly appears to me that the defensive guys are starting to look a little bit tired while he still has some fresh legs. Not the biggest gain we've seen on a scramble, but still some positive yardage on a play that initially looked like a sure win for the defense.
Now Jackson on second down. And he's going to be dropped. Back at the 15-yard line. There for the sack, B.J. Hill.
And this dominant defensive performance continued on that play. This poor quarterback has not received the protection he needs and has had to pick himself up off the turf far too often.
Now after that sack, it's 3rd and long for Jackson and the Ravens. Aguilar in motion left. From the gun on 3rd down, Jackson. And he nearly got the first himself, but it appears he's going to be about a yard or two short. A solid run of 11 there as he tucked it and ran, but he's still short of the marker, and it's 4th.
These are running back numbers that he's accumulating right now. Received double-digit carries and has rewarded them by breaking the century mark in rushing, in addition to what he's done through the air. Definitely MVP caliber football we're witnessing.
And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Derrick Henry taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Ravens are an extra point away from tying this game here in the 4th. We are set up for a fantastic finish now. A 4th quarter touchdown here. We're an extra point away from a tie football game.
And I know they're thinking about possibly going for 2, but I'd go ahead and kick this one and just get it back to level.
Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And we are tied here in the 4th quarter. A pretty long drive that time. 11 plays all told. And Derrick Henry able to finish it off with a touchdown run.
Now this one setting up for a great finish. All tied in the 4th as the kick's away.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Now the Cincinnati offense ready to see what they can do here.
Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this 4th quarter to try to grab that lead back.
And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. So the incompletion, and now it's 2nd and 10, again from the 25-yard line. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. Now a short one to Gesicki. And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds.
4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains.
On 3rd down, Burrow. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. That gain of 9 buys them a new set of downs. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Burrow will throw. Shifts past him at the 45. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Ball on the 47-yard line. Here's 2nd and a yard.
Now Burrow. Now a short one to Gesicki. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. The Bengals passing game finding a rhythm. They've got another 1st. So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 right at the 40. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker Kyle Van Noy. And the Ravens are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line.
Well, we say it often, Charles, but not all interceptions are created equally, and that is a big one here in a tie ball game in the 4th quarter.
And Brandon, when games are this close, it usually comes down to the team making the fewest mistakes, and that was one of our mantras back at Tennessee. Coach Major used to say all the time, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. You've got to cut those down to give yourself an opportunity.
They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the fourth quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down fourth quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently.
1st and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look.
Henry up the middle. And across midfield he goes and into Bengal territory. Defensively, Sam Hubbard, the former Buckeye, there to stop him.
Oh, that was a thing of beauty right there. Look at how quick those blockers fired off the line once the ball was snapped. That was an O-line on a mission, all in sync, and the defense is lucky that play only picked up 5 yards.
And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. Still a couple yards short of the first as the 3-yard gain brings up a 3rd down.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here.
In motion left goes a tight end. They'll run here. It's Murray. He's going to be a yard short. Needed 2, but only got 1. 4th down. This late in the game, Charles, I think you maybe seriously have to think about going for it.
Especially where they are in terms of field position, because this is almost like no man's land. Might hurt your punter because there might not be enough space, maybe too far for your field goal kicker. I'm like the old rule. Possession is 9/10 of the law. Possession is 9/10 of winning the game. Go for it, get the first down, close it out.
4th down, no problem. Just a ho-hum pickup of 14 to keep the offense on the field.
Okay, you and I are sitting up here getting ready to analyze whether they should go for it or not. Did you see the quarterback just point to the sideline and say, everybody back, I've got this call?
Well, you knew this side of the field, they're in plus territory, 4th and 1. He wasn't coming off the field.
No, he wasn't coming off the field, and he wasn't letting the offense go with him at all. He said, we're staying out here, and we're picking this one up. That's some leadership right there.
A 1st down carry for Henry.
Down at the 25.
This has been an up and down, back and forth type of a game, hasn't it? Maybe this long drive, take a little bit of the wind out of their sails, kind of settle things down a little bit.
2nd and 7.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw.
That's complete to the fullback, Ricard.
And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down. Up the middle, it's Hill. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage.
Now a 2nd and 10.
Jackson now off the bootleg. They'll roll him out right. And it's caught.
And the Ravens are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1.
Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
A field goal could get him the lead, but it might not be enough here as they come up on 1st and goal. Jackson's going to try the sneak. And no signal, but I don't think he got the surge behind center. No, he's going to be kept out of the end zone.
Here now, 2nd and goal.
Now flags come in. I think one of the Ravens got going a little early. The crowd's not doing that O-line any favors.
Home field advantage is really kicking in, making it very difficult for them to hear the snap count.
After the penalty, it's Henry. And they get him down at the 1. He had the broken tackle, but ultimately could not get into the end zone. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back.
This crowd doing all they can. Here's 3rd and goal. Henry will take this into the end zone. It's a Ravens touchdown.
And this is the time of game where offensive lines can really dictate a team's fortunes. It's been a tough battle. They've been out there for a long time. But this was a question of who can wear down who. And that's excellent work to put a long drive together and finish it with a touchdown run to take the lead.
Still an important piece of business to take care of, the extra point. It's up and good, and they've jumped back ahead, 35-28. So that drive spans 13 plays. And Derrick Henry able to finish it off with a touchdown run. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
So Burrow and the Bengals down by 7. A minute 56 to go.
They've surrendered a double-digit lead, but can rescue themselves late as they come up on first down.
A quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
This defense hasn't had the best showing in this game, but a critical knockdown there. If they can hang on, I guess the end will kind of justify the means.
Certainly, and just think of it this way. It may not be the quantity of the plays that they've had, because those haven't been great, but they get a few more quality ones like that can finish things off for them.
And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's third down. Throwing, Burrow. Oh, and that's going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted.
Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line. Agreed, that's twice now in this fourth quarter.
As a quarterback, a lot of times you think it's all on you to make plays when you're losing. And here, the play's not there, but he throws it anyway.
We couldn't ask for much more to this point in the second half. A gorgeous day, one-score game. 1st and 10 here.
Inside handoff, Henry.
And they're knocking on the door now. As a good run there, going to take this to about the 10-yard line.
Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. They'll try and run for it with Henry.
And he's able to break out of one tackle, but then quickly brought down.
The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal. Now Jackson. This is caught. Now the Bengals going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they'll get it with just under 90 seconds remaining.
Now they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal.
Jackson to throw. And a quick throw here that's complete. Wow, a personal foul at this stage in the 4th. Hard to believe.
Really hard to believe, and now that glow of hope that you had begins to flicker out, doesn't it?
Yep. So a critical mistake, roughing the passer. Now it's 1st and goal. And this is caught. And that could seal it. It's a touchdown.
And, Charles, they continue to have trouble stopping him as he's into the end zone yet again.
Yeah, that's multiple series now that have ended with him in the end zone. A perfect plan of how to utilize him best when they get in close.
Tucker now to add the point after. And the lead is up to 14. Just a 4-play drive that time.
And finishing that drive off was the touchdown grab by Isaiah Likely.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. And now all the focus, it shifts to the Bengals. trailing in this one now. 1:24 to go. Field goals, useless at this point. They need 2 touchdowns, and they need them in short order. Here's Burrow. And that's into the hands of Gesicki. And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45. They come up now on 2nd and 2. Now Burrow. Open man is Higgins. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Here's 1st down. To throw, Burrow. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
With no timeouts left, that's a dangerous proposition. Work in the middle of the field. Fortunately for them, that one fell incomplete.
Here's 2nd and 10. Burrow. Over the middle, complete. It's Moss. And they move this all the way down to the 9. Well, this was a fun one today if you like points. A lot of them went on the board. Both offenses were clicking. Charles, these defenses, meanwhile, have a little something to clean up before their next contest.
Yeah, neither end zone had a stop sign in it, did they? I mean, for both sides, visit it, and with frequency. Not fun to be a defensive player, but on the offensive side of the ball, those guys had a blast. One team came away with a victory, even better for them.
So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. With that, we say so long from Cincinnati.